So, they assigned me a driver. It's a female. She weighed maybe a buck 38. And I told the sergeant major I don't want her. She can work for me. She worked in the PX because she had been wounded in a mortar attack earlier, and she had, shrapnel in her arm and her hand. And I'm like, no. And the sergeant major asked me why. I says, she's a fucking female. If the vehicle gets on fire and I'm wounded and incapacitated, she can't even fucking drag me out and I'll burn to death. Terrence Popp here with another episode, live from the Lair. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. So I'm about somewhere between 5 and 7 weeks into Iraq deployment, still in the very beginning. I was doing the sergeant of the guard thing, and I got talked to by the Sergeant Major Lewis, and he wanted to know why, an E5 was doing the E8 job. And I've said, hey, when you find out, if I can just let me know, because I don't know what the fuck's going on. Well, apparently he was asking a lot of questions and kind of spooked the lapdog and Worthless, the commander. And they decided they were going to give me a different billet. And so, I had to go talk to the battalion commander, and because they wanted me to open, or he wanted me to open a PX, an AFES PX inside Abu Ghraib prison. And I wasn't, too keen on the idea, but, hey, you don't get to choose your jobs. The jobs choose you, especially when you're enlisted. So, I went and did the deal. Battalion commander, he basically wrote a memorandum for record for me to be the NCOIC of the shop ad or PX or whatever they wanted me to run. I had to take it on the convoy I think we left at like 06:30 in the morning to Victory. And then I waited outside the AFES stockyard till 10 o'clock when they open. And I go in there and tell them the deal, show them the memorandum, and they give me a big binder with all the rules and regulations and SOPs. And it's not rocket science. I mean, it's basically a party store, I'm running a party store in the country that basically provides the people who run all the party stores on the planet. So, whatever. I went by the chow hall and I ate at the general's mess and got an omelet to order, which was quite good. I love that. And you have to wait around until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we jump on attach ourselves to a convoy going back towards Abu Ghraib. And, that's the way it worked. So I get back there. The following day, I talk to the battalion commander, and I show him the book, and I tell him, the outline of the plan that, I'm supposed to execute. And he asks me, what is my credit line? And I said, it's $30,000. He said, nope. No, it's got to be at least 3 times that or 2 times that or whatever. It's just not enough. And I'm like, what are you talking about, sir? And he goes, well, there's anywhere between 1,800 and 2,300 U.S. personnel working on this post. And we have 6,500 low-priority prisoners inside, Haji City. And, 30,000 is not going to cut it. I'm like, well, I didn't really feel comfortable, signing, my ass to $90,000 in a credit line. But he fucking, that's what he wanted. Yeah, I told him I fucking, pleaded my case, and he's a colonel. I'm gonna fucking, I was a master sergeant, and that's just the way it fucking goes. So the following day, I take another memorandum to go through the same fucking thing, go down to Victory, wait till 10 o'clock. Of course, I ate breakfast at the general's mess then. I got spoiled with that. Gave them the memorandum, and they basically said, this is irregular. I don't know if we can approve this. And I'm like, well, that's what he wants. And then she said I have to run it up the flagpole, to my fucking managers and see if it can be done. 2 days later, they basically, send me an email stating, yeah, you're good to go. It is what it is. And while this was going on, they had basically got a bunch of local Hajis to come in there and, build the shelves and build an office and put up a counter. And then they brought in, I think, 3 or 4 refrigeration units. And, they weren't fucking around. Now, I got to say, you know, they actually, the Iraqis built it quite well. Yeah. And when they weren't, you know, praying or fucking off and, you know, not working in the heat of the day, you know, and that 3.5 hours a day that they, you know, on 5 days a week that they actually do work, they're pretty productive. It looked okay, but I wasn't impressed. But, you know, it is what it is. It's a job. So, you know, they assigned me a driver. It's a female. She weighed maybe a $138. Very, very attractive young chick. And I just wasn't having it. And I told the sergeant major I don't want her. You know, she can work for me. She worked in the PX because she had been wounded in a mortar attack earlier, and she had, you know, shrapnel in her arm and her hand. And, she was still fully functional, but, you know, it is what it is. And I'm like, no. And the sergeant major asked me why. I says, she's a fucking female. If the vehicle gets on fire and I'm wounded and incapacitated, she can't even fucking drag me out and I'll burn to death. Fuck that. I'm going to pick my own fucking driver. I already had a guy in mind. He was in the doghouse along with me. In fact, he was on permanent, like, radio talk watch. And, you know, he was the soldier that, you know, basically got fucked with, you know, arrested and sent to the loony bin while we were back in the MOB site in Texas. Well, apparently he had talked to the sergeant major. They pulled him out of the company, moved him up there, and there was a big investigation going on. So I went and talked to him before I put his name forward because I had a feeling that I was getting set up for a fucking long box or failure, and I didn't want to involve anyone else unless, you know, without their consent, because that's fucked up. Now, he could have played it safe, okay? He could have said, no, I just want to stay here. I'm going to spend my year fucking watching the radio and pulling talk duty, you know, 8 hours a day, and I get 16 hours off. That's the way it is. He could have done that, but he didn't. Because I remember I told him, I said, listen, you know, we're going to be fucking driving basically 2 to 3 times a week down to Victory, early in the fucking morning, coming back in the afternoon. And there's all kinds of crazy shit going on that MSR. So, and we are a soft target. You know, is it okay if I put your name forward to be a driver for me? He didn't fucking miss a beat. He said, yeah, not a problem, Pop. I got you 6. Now, this individual had a $90,000 a year job as a designer for GM or Chrysler, one of the two. Had a wife at home, 2 kids, and I think a 3rd one on the way. He had a lot to lose. Okay, so I respect him for that. And, you know, I told him we're leaving the next morning. He said, not a problem. When do you want the LMTV? Because, you know, he was licensed to drive. I said, I'll be there about 5:30, and then we'll jump in line and roll down to Victory 06. Never fucking gave me any fucking problems. Now, the female, I don't even remember her name. She was an E4. I, you know, basically told her until we get merchandise, you know, just chill out. And I went down to the stockyard the following day, and we ate breakfast at the General's Mess, omelet to order, waited till 10 o'clock till I opened the stockyard, and proceeded to work the magic, you know. And I remember I was walking through there, and they had a bunch of shit, like pallets that were, like, damaged and fucked up off to the side. I didn't understand what was going on. And then all the other pallets, they would open them up, you know, you take what you want, you take it up to the fucking office, or tell them what you got, and they put it against your credit. And you know, I gotta, you know, give it to these ladies that ran this particular you know, AFI stockyard. That stockyard was mortared all the fucking time. Rockets, RPGs. These are civilian women that work for AFIs. They were sent into a combat zone to run a fucking stockyard which had a big bullseye painted in the middle of it, and they were a little on edge, so understandably so. Now, one of the ladies that she ran the place, I think she was the assistant manager. She was one that was always there, and I basically, you know, said, hey, can you come outside, step outside with me for a minute? I want to show you something. And I walked around to all of these pallets on the one side of the stockyard that weren't even really unpacked. Some of them were damaged. And I'm like, what is all this? And she said, well, you know, technically, they were damaged in mortar attacks. We can't sell it. I don't know what we're going to do with it. We're probably just going to, bulldoze it into a pit or something. And I'm like, what? I'm like, why can't I fucking just pick through it and take the good shit that's in there and it is what it is. She goes, well, you really can't do that. I mean, and I'm like, okay, now is this a soft can't or is this like a hard, you can't do it? Because, if it's a soft can't, that's just the beginning of the negotiations. And she said, well, that's what we were told and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, what is your plan for this? How are you going to get rid of these pallets? And she said she didn't know. So I'm like, okay. And so technically they're off your books. Am I right or wrong? She's basically, yeah, you're right. And I'm like, okay. I'm going to buy these from you. And I'm going to take out all the good fucking Gatorade and the bad ones I'm just going to get rid of. It's a win-win. You're moving this shit out of here. You're getting money money paid into your fucking accounts, and it's a slush fund in case something fucking really fucking goes south. You got money to balance the books. She kind of scratched her chin and said, "Well, I guess that'll work." So we loaded up 3 pallets of that Gatorade and a whole bunch of chips, and didn't really get much more because I didn't have all the stuff inside the PX actually set up yet. We ate lunch at the chow hall, and then we would hang out by a soccer field, which was on Victory, and park the LMTV in the shade in a little grove of palm trees. And it was amazing how much cooler it was in the shade. It was like 25 degrees. So it'd be like 120, and then all of a sudden you go down to like 90. And it still sounds really hot, but when you're used to 120, 90 is pretty comfortable. And we would just hang out, We brought our chairs we would sit in. Even I had one of those fold-out hammocks, and I would lay there and chill out. And every once in a while, MPs would roll by and ask what the fuck we were doing. And I would say, hey, we're leaving on the convoy at 3 o'clock. I got nothing to do until 3. I'm laying low, cool in the shade. And they would be like, all right, carry on. Like, what are they gonna fucking do? Tell me not to loiter? I mean, I have nowhere else to go. I mean, it is what it is. And then, I brought that back, and I ran a really good special. It was basically 2 32-ounce Gatorades and a bag of chips. Used the potato chips, Fritos, Cheetos, and I think Funyuns for like $5. Made a fucking killing. Okay, people were fucking lined up to get that shit because most of these people on Abu didn't really get to go to Victory that often, and there wasn't a lot of this shit around. And they loved it. Went back a couple days later, once I had the shelving in place, and I got my hands on pudding, cookies, Hostess cakes, which were kind of raunchy because it was fucking hot, but people still ate them. Let's see, Pringles, people love the shit out of those. I ran specials on all of that stuff. And the following week, I went down there and I made a link up with the guy who ran the media, basically the newspapers, magazines, blah, blah, blah. I got my hands on all kinds of the Maxims and some of the semi-porn kind of magazines, the men magazines. They love that shit. And they weren't on the banned list because there's no tits and ass showing in them. But, I asked him, so do you ever get the good stuff? And he's like, what do you mean the good stuff? I'm like, Playboy, Penthouse, Chick, and, a couple other ones. He goes, well, we can't give those out. Those are contraband. And I'm like, so is this a hard no or a soft no? He's just like, well, what do you mean? I go, well, you get the stuff, it gets sent here. What happens to it then? And he's like, well, we're not allowed to sell it. We just take it off the books. So you just get rid of them. He's like, well, technically yes. And who verifies that those magazines get destroyed? And he looks at me and he's like, nobody. Exactly. So I was buying that shit from him too. And we put it on, my credit receipt as something else because, you don't want to get, hemmed up for fucking selling porn when you're not supposed to. And I would bring that shit back, and that went under the counter. And, we would talk to, individuals and say, hey, we got certain magazines, and we might have some good stuff. And it went around the fucking post. I fucking made a killing on that, too. I mean, people love that shit. I got yelled at towards the end, for doing that. But, it's not on paper. I'm making a lot of money fucking for the goddamn PX. Because when I'm going to do something, I go all the fucking way, man. Not even fucking around. I mean, that's just the way it is. I knocked it out of the fucking park.
Cast out into the street, stripped of all motivation, but still expected to pay for everything as if you're still married. Yet somehow, Greg has been reborn through the simple game of golf. Sinking 30-foot putts has doused the flames of a spiritual hell, and now, life is not all cruelty and suffering. Purchase Chasing the Best Days on Amazon today. A link is in the description.
But there was a couple times where Jones and I would get in the convoy, and it's an LMTV. It doesn't go as fast as the Humvees. And we were literally left by ourselves. They were like a half a mile in front of us. All of the gun trucks, we were left behind. And that was a really fucking eerie feeling. And every once in a while, you would hear like the crack of an AK, somebody firing at us. And they were way off in the distance. Probably 400 or 500 meters. At that distance, it's not that accurate, but it's got enough oomph to kill you. So that was fucked up. I'm just going to say that. I mean, when that happened, it happened like 2 or 3 times. I really felt like we were being left purposely behind to be fucking, to fill a long box. I'm not going to explain that, what that is. I'm sure you guys can read between the lines. But mysteriously, every time I would drive to victory, I would eat the general's mess, get an omelet to order. I would manage to be on victory for crab legs, lobster, and steak night. That was interesting. We'd have like a mechanical issue, and we couldn't come back until the next morning, and we would sleep in the back of the vehicle and eat lobster, crab legs, and steak. And then come back the next morning. It was fucking awesome. There was right next to the AFI stockyard was the supply yard for the Army, or out of victory. And that place was a fucking walking fucking nightmare. Because literally, it was right against a wall that went to the outside. There was basically, they could have ran a vehicle through that wall, swarmed in there, and just fucking massacred people. And those poor bastards that ran that supply yard were getting fucked up. They're getting mortared all the time. And they were working in this huge tin-roofed Connex kind of building. And the rounds would come right through and blow up inside, fuck people up. And one of the techs that was there got hit with a mortar, and basically it removed all of the flesh of one of her calves, and she got sent to Langstuhl. And they sustained probably somewhere in the 50 to 60% casualties. I mean, that is shameful that a supply unit is taking more casualties than an infantry fucking unit up at the front. Now, I don't know why they weren't doing counter battery. I don't know what the fuck was going on, because I did not run victory. I had no fucking oversight on any of their security procedures. But those poor motherfuckers were getting hammered. I'm just going to say that, and my heart went out to these guys. And I had to go in there a few times to get my Humvees filled up. One time I went out there, and there was this little E4 female, and you could tell she was fucking scared as fuck, because she's standing in there next to a fuel blivet. She's responsible to pump the fuel into the Humvees or the vehicles, and then you just give your last name, your unit, and they write it on a clipboard, so they got to keep some kind of track of where the fuel goes. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, specialist? And she's like, what? I go, this place gets mortared all the fucking time. You're standing out here next to a fucking fuel billet, and I don't see any fucking cover for you. There's no bunker. There's no T-barriers to block you. I mean, what the fuck is going on here? So I pitched a huge bitch. And 2 days later, when I came back to that stockyard, they had basically by every fuel billet, they had put up, a bunker and with overhead cover for these people to stand in, so they just weren't fucking sitting fucking ducks. And I'm just like, who is your first sergeant? And he apparently got wounded in the very beginning, and he was gone. And they had some E6 female running and she was fucking way out of her fucking element. And because she couldn't talk to the officers, they didn't respect her. I mean, and her people were suffering. But I'm a fucking long tab, triple tabbed E8. And I said, well, who the fuck do you work for? And I remember I drove over there on Victory, and I walked in there, and I said, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, those people in that stockyard, they need a fucking bunkers, they need all kinds of shit, it needs to be fixed. And they're like, well, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, I'm the guy who's going to write the IG complaint that's going to end people's fucking career. That's who I fucking am. Get this shit fucking fixed. And apparently, somebody's asshole slammed shut when I said that, and 3 days later, voila. Probably saved a few people's lives. It's the way it goes. I mean, I'm shaking. I'm still mad about that whole goddamn thing that went on there. All right, we're going to cut it off here, gentlemen. We're at 22 minutes. I got like another half a page of shit to fucking do. I still got to go through the Chew and cigarettes fucking conundrum. That was a fucking crazy fucked up thing. All right, hopefully you enjoy these stories. It is what it is. I'll talk to you later.